We're back in some Phoenix Wright. Let's get into it. As you know, we're currently cross-examining the puppet. Let's get into it. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present to her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. And then I showed the ring, and they said, no, that's not right. Which is a bunch of bullshit. Alright. I guess we're gonna start pressing him on everything. So we'll press him on everything like he would. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I meant! What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become sort of new to outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. Why do I give him a slappy voice? What was exactly that you planned on giving her? What? Oh. You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his questions. What was it? You're going to die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. So now can I present the engagement ring? An engagement ring? Wow. Those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out on anything. Almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Yeah, fuck it. I've been hit by it before. Probably something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet is ever exposed to a human being. Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm gonna have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring, I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology. Oh, for fuck's sake. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. So now... I can present it here. Objection! So dumb. Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they're gonna double team me now. Whoa! Pause. Do you recognize this ring? Ah! That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said... In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! What is going on here? Ben, say something! Huh? Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo. When was this ring stolen from you? He's not gonna know. Well, I suppose it was. That time. You know, that night. The night of the crime. Shut your dumb ass up. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ah! Yeah! Ow! Well. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide who has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilloquist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? I know, you know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring, snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all the slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important thing, doesn't it, Phoenix? Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? It's very obvious, isn't it? He's got a flaw. There was a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. He said he stood there the whole time. Contradiction? This witness just testified the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. Dumbass! However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the Monkey. When the witness was off chasing money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Let me hit. Hard karma. What are you gonna do with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible someone other was at the scene! That's right, crowd. That's right, you little pussy fart. Oh. Well then, tell me this, Mr. I didn't even get to read because I was looking at something on my recording, making sure I was recording. Then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Objection! Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact he saw the defendant arrive. Damn, she bad. The witness is lying. He is blinded by this rivalry with Max. Well, the defendant's argument does hold water. The witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dark face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw that night. Ha! I told you so many times. You'd think you know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure I will change some more. Where is there one lie? There are usually many more behind it. You ain't capping, Maya. Exactly, Maya. This is why we have to keep after him. Yes, yes. Yeah. Let's hear the new testimony. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactic at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran out less than a minute after I saw Max. And then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. I don't really have anything. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, so I'm just gonna press him. You know, like how I'd press... Never mind. So what's press? I'm gonna press him on all these. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 a.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that now. What time was it? Indeed? What time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Ow! I'm no good at math! It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes. That sounds about right. Sounds about right, because that's the time I saw Max on the screen. Oh, no, go back. I need to press him on that one. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night? You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist's act outside of the courtroom. Impossible. A performer lives and breathes performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with it. Yes, yes. I don't know. I guess his evening greeting? Oh. Because why would he say good evening to someone he hates, I guess? I don't know. I'm just chewing at straw. What's that saying? Grasping for straws. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strangey-wangey. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I'd understand. Yow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. Shut up, you sexy mother. There's no reason that Trilla would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world. But I'm sure you've already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot, yes. Yes. Alright. Then we'll do this one. Those three ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses! Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in it. Yeah, I know where it is. 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 Where's that broken bottle? Objection! They just had a fight. Trillo. Is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Isn't that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on that day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet with this lewd would just go up and say good evening to his rival. What the hell? Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness saw that night? He saw a different person, obviously. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. Yes, yes. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Got him. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. Yes, yes, this is why Trula made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You! Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilla seeing? Well, it's quite obvious, isn't it? Francisco von Carmen, those sexy little... it was obviously... It obviously isn't Maya. It obviously isn't Max. It obviously isn't Gumshoe. It obviously isn't Francisca, even though she's bad as hell. It's obviously not Regina Berry. Because if they would have saw her, they would have proposed. It obviously wasn't Mo. So there's only one person left. Russell Berry.
Take that!
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there was only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you got a point there. I know. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct, it was indeed Russell Berry. And no dab on the haters. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo, isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order! Order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second! Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Yes. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? Prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man! You gotta remember them by now! Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Yow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
Objection!
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone can wear that. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's three symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else. Dressed up as him. Yes. Possibly even Russell motherfucking Berry. And she found it out. I mean, what? What? Must have found karma? Marry me. Sorry. I'm losing my track of thought. Do you have clear evidence that the person that witness saw that was the defendant? Nope. Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think you finally won a point in this one. Yes, sir. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? Chill. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. There is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Who could he bring out? Very well, the court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Fucking titties. Who could it be? To be continued? No! We're gonna keep going, obviously. September 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, definitely lobby number 5. Sweetie! You have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there was with the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. Oh, sweetie. Well, the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. What? The ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... it means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found on the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double. Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You know, I have no idea how hard it was to make a decision, sweetie. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. I'm scared. Who's gonna be at the stand? Oh god, I'm gonna shit my pants. Now that everyone back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I'll now call my next witness. A pitiful clown. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's fucking Mo. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Well, Mr. Lawrence Curls, please take the stand. Why did you just call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In the West Clown, Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where most of my days. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Uh-oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Still, it's easy to see your occupations. Please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shoot, no shoes, no service. Oh, God. Okay. How about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? Okay, I can't do that no more. But a couple of clowns were up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. Well, you witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. that night, or 10. Sorry, I butchered that. You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. the night of the murder. Correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humor, please. Okay. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. That's a bad habit, but hey! At least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even try to come up with jokes just for today. But the atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? What the fuck? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of the case. Really? You will hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, thank you. I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course you can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were quite a bit far away. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. Oh my god. That's very interesting. If the eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can! There is no way that this account could be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmospheric guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction. I know that. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor. What the hell is saber rattling? If you cause this clown stray away from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one who put the Coney jokes. Alright. There's only one thing I really saw I could press him on. This one. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue the testimony. Press him here too. You just happened to glance out of the window. You could say that. You could say I also peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls? Oh, fuck. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Fuck it. I'll take the penalty. Exactly, why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need no reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I tucked myself in a bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. I sounded like a giant thump. Not so funny now, is it? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud noise. He did not just simply glance. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Yow! That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I mean, she found us out, Logan. It would be best if Mo to review. I'm gonna press him again. Yeah, I'm gonna press him again on the same thing.
Hold it!
What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like. I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. No way! How do you think I was gonna make that a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like a. I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Oh my! You're mine now. Yep, that's what it sounded like. Honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? Were you went to look out the window and you saw?
Hold it!
You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away? That's right. I had been thinking it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain it was the Max and the Ringmaster I saw that night. But think about it. How could it be wrong if Max always wears his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as what he saw and only what he saw? Wait. Am I tripping? Oh, okay. I must have... Okay, I did the wrong one. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. It really does enjoy the completely random non-scritter. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found on the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you saw everything, right? I appreciate that. Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
What the hell? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5 spaces? Ooh. Isn't that a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Fuck it, we ball. Do you have any clear biases that... But yeah. Fuck it, we ball, bro. I got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is... the witness's very own testimony! What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Mo was believed when he said he looked out a window upon hearing a sound. There was no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, a clock round. What the hell? Was sent by prison? That's a reference to something else. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. The clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme? Oh, the A-Team theme? To anger this court? No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Good job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown and make them define the truth. Like an onion. Well, you're back from your jog? Huh! It pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out the window at night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps in my statement. Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yeah, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls? Your Honor? You did not witness the actual crime, however you still say that you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped out and I saw someone's silhouette over it next to him. Very well, then please testify this to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. Yes. Yes. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black coat, they were all there. Wait. Where's his roses, bitch? I got him. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. I got his ass. It seems like the defendant was at the scene of the crime, but took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should be finally good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Yes, I will. I will commence it. Yes! Let's see here. Tab. This is Wright Roses. I don't have any. Ah, there you go.
Objection!
You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. That's still Cat in the Cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximum Neglector has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols. Hey, everyone get ready. All together now! Silk Hat, Cloak, Wright Roses! What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? You like pie? I love pie! 3.14156778. Silence, fool. You'll respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? Yes, you little bitch. To be honest, oh yeah, tell daddy. There weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Objection!
Nope, too late, bitch. The crime scene was dark. It was obvious. It was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection!
But the witness said he was able to see the stool out of the criminal's face. There was no, not to mention the roses are white. There was no way he could have missed them.
Objection!
And the roses must have fallen off when the defendant had called to the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these Wright roses truly material to the facts of the case? Clearly not. He's just toying with the court. Ugh. I got her on the ropes. There's these seemingly insignificant facts that have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me! Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there are no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt this is a contradiction. That's right. Easy, simple, easy. Now what else is I think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this. Judge, forget the roses. Think about the other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt he saw Maxima Neglectica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up for now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. I know, I might shit my pants. There was no doubt in my mind there were no Wright roses that night. Never. All the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time on that scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance. I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction in Mr. Crow's statement, you better have at least a shred of fuck of evidence to back up your accusations. I only got a single shot at this, so I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I need. Yes, one chance is all Daddy needs. Fuck it, I'm gonna press him on this one. I need to know what the decorations are. Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised Mr. Phoenix Wright no more badgering. I hope you enjoy this. You dirty bitch. Okay, I can't press. Nope, I don't care. Okay, well then I'm just gonna do this. If they won't let me press, I'm just doing this. Fuck it. I saved it, so. Witnesses. Oh, fuck. Witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I'll have to. Motherfucker, man. God, I'm so dumb. Look. Found at the crime scene. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Oh, I'm so dumb.